This is event 609, the women's 10 years and over 200 metres medley relay. And it's going to be swum in 3 heats. And this is heat 1. Please welcome your teams to the blocks. In lane 3, Verulam. In lane 4, Chesant. In lane 5, Bushy. And in lane 6, Bishop Stortford. So just the 4 teams in this first heat. Verulam being led off by Lydia Chambers. It's medley, remember, and it's up to seniors, but you can have any swimmer now on this one. So this is an open age group, effectively. Chesant led off by Claire Massey, and then the Bushy, Emily Pressland, and Naomi James for Bishop Stortford. Leading the way at the moment, Verulam. Lydia Chambers is going to be handing over to Emma Clark. In the breaststroke, in goes Emma at 32 seconds, and then Chesant just ahead of Bushy, 34 seconds both of those, 36 right behind them for Bishop Stortford's B team. We've got Emma Clark for Verulam, Millie Clark for Chesant, Nicola Merritt for Bushy, and Amy Wright on the breaststroke for Bishop Stortford. Very close at the front now, Chesant just going slightly into the lead, Millie Clark just overtaking Emma Clark. And trying to get back on terms with Lily for the Bushy, but coming up to halfway into the breast to fly handover, it's going to be Chesant in the lead, and Chesant handing over at 1:12, Verulam at 1:14, and then 1:15 and 1:16 for Bushy and Bishop Stortford. Fly swimmers, Leora Gudgeon for Verulam, Courtney Burke for Chesant, Alison Binns for Bushy, and Eleanor Mason for Bishop Stortford. And on the fly, it's still Chesant. Courtney Berg ahead of Alison Binns, and Alison going very, very well indeed. Alison, strong fly swimmer for Bushy, overtakes her and goes into first place. Second clear, Bushy now clear of Chesant. And then Verulam and Bishop Stortford, but now we've got Sophie Hadfield in for Verulam in the free, Holly Atkins for Chesant, Jessica Preston for Bushy, and Hannah Morgan for Bishop Stortford B. But in the lead, it's Jessica Preston for Bushy, ahead of Holly Atkins. And Verulam coming under pressure from Bishop Stortford, but it's going to be Bushy who take this, 2:13.49. And close behind, when we got to the end there, Chesant there, 2:16, and look at that, 2:18s with Verulam just out touching Bishop Stortford. Could you clear to the far side, please? Clear the pool out to the far side, if you could, please. Thank you very much. And we're waiting for some swimmers, please, through for the second heat. We have the swimmers ready for the second heat. And we do. So please welcome as they come to the blocks. In lane 1, Huddeston. In lane 2, Potters Bar B. In lane 3, Hemel Hempstead. Lane 4, Potters Bar A. Lane 5 is Tring. Lane 6, Berkhamsted. Lane 7, Hitchin. And finally lane 8 is Tring B. 2:13.4 is the time to beat. So line up for this second heat. The first swimmers are Lucy Hinks from Hoddesdon, Harriet Newman for Potters Bar B, Shona McKenna for Hemel Hempstead, Potters Bar A, Emily Lush, Tring, Molly Bradley, Berkhamsted got Izzy Salisbury, Hitchin, Matilda Turner, and Tringby got Georgia Wilkinson. There's some good backstrokers in the pool here. Just in the lead among Hemel Hempstead's Shona McKenna, I think, from Berkhamsted's Izzy Salisbury, but very close indeed. And here's Shona going in first. So it's Hemel Hempstead just ahead of Potters Bar, Tring, Berkhamsted and Hitchin, all in a line. Look at this, couldn't get much closer. Just turning first, Hemel Hempstead, Kira Doyle in there with there, Kelly Saunders for Potters Bar, Emily Kiln for Tring, and Evelyn Watson for Berkhamsted, Lucy King for Hitchin. And also going well is Maggie Wiper for Hoddesdon on the far side coming through. But it's Hitchin's Lucy King who has had the best of the breaststroke. Right, hands over first, just ahead of Hemel Hempstead. 69s in at 70 seconds we've got Potters Bar and Tring, and then 71s we've got Hoddesdon and Berkhamsted behind them. And then Potters Bar B and Tring B. But we're coming up now into the second length, and just going into the lead in lane 4, Potters Bar's Georgina Talon is an excellent fly swimmer, and alongside her Lois Moore goes to her first and second. Now just got ahead of Hitchin, if Freya Harwood handing over to Zoe McDonald. But up at the front, in the lead, it's Jessica Heason for Potters Bar against Alice Fender for Hemel Hempstead. And on the Hitchin side we got Zoe McDonald. These three away from the others. But it looks like it's going to be Potters Bar going to get it from Hemel Hempstead. Potters Bar take it 2:08.02. Hemel Hempstead 2:08.46. Hitchin 2:08.85 in third place. Very, very close indeed. Last couple of strokes on this side for Tring B. They come in and touch to complete that heat. Well done swimmers, can you exit the pool by the learner pool side please. So 2:08.02 now the time to beat. And this is the third and final heat of event 609, the women's 10 years and over 200 metre medley. The teams as they come to the blocks: in lane 1, Harpenden; in lane 2, Bishop Stortford; in lane 3, Hatfield B; in lane 4, Hatfield A; in lane 5, Watford; in lane 6, City of St Albans; in lane 7, Watford; and in lane 8, City of St Albans B. 2:08 the time to beat. Lead-off swimmers are Larissa Dean for Harpenden in 1. Bishop Stortford have got Neve James. Hatfield B got Sophie Quatch. Hatfield A is Lauren Stott, and then Watford in lane 5, Harriet Clements. St Albans in lane 6 have got Claire Burrell. Watford B have got Amelie Brown in their lead-off, and Costa B got Sophie Taylor. And it's St Albans up there with Watford, Hatfield and Bishop Stortford, all going in pretty much together at 31 seconds. Harpenden right behind them, and then just behind those Watford. It's St Albans B. And Erin O'Mara, national breaststroker for Watford, so she's moving away from them, but we've also got other very good breaststrokers as well. We've got Grace Stedman for St Albans, so she's another cracking breaststroker. Coming up here to the handover halfway, it's going to be Watford going in just ahead of St Albans, Hatfield and Hatfield B. And then on the far side, we've got Harpenden, great dive on the fly. Harpenden have got a cracking fly swimmer in here with Alan Murphy. Already taken a little bit out of the swimmers alongside, but in the lead. Sarah Kaloska, who's going very well ahead of Maddie Stairs for Watford and Lily Merritt for St Albans, and Lily Merritt's got ahead of Watford, and in they go with just a freestyle to come. And it's Hatfield A with Jessica Woodward ahead of Costa, Ellie Hollis and Francesca Pecci for Watford. These three are just clear of Harpenden's Agnes Burns, and then Nellie Easton, Bishopstorff and Gemma Hansen for Hatfield B. Gemma Nottington for Watford B and Flora Gertz for St Albans B. Coming up to the last few strokes. This is a cracking swim here, and it's going to go to Hatfield A in a time of 2:01.28, 2:03.86. Second there was St Albans, and A team, and then third, Lane 5, which was Watford in 2:04.64. So subject to confirmation and no disqualifications, they will be the 1, 2, 3 in the overall. Event 610 is the men's 10 years and over 200 metres medley relay. Going to be swum in 3 heats. And the lineup of the heats is on the blocks are lane 1, Bishopstorff B. That's lane 2. Lane 3 is Hoddesdon. Lane 4, Harpenden. Lane 5, Cheshunt. And lane 6, Verulam. Notice of disqualification from the previous event, 6:09, heat 2, lane 4. Event 6:09, heat 2, lane 4, disqualified for a technical infraction. So the start of swimmers here, Nicholas Broder for Bishopstorff, Zane Batt for Hoddesdon, Benjamin Jupp for Harpenden, Callum Wollaston for Cheshunt and William Benson for Verulam. Straight away we're in with the second swimmers. Cheshunt's Liam Nugent's on the breaststroke, and going after him Hoddesdon's Danny Brinkley, and then Karen Harold for Bishopstorff. Harpenden have got Luke Temple and then Finlay Hopkins for Verulam. But Cheshunt in the lead, coming back. But now, coming under a lot of pressure, lane 3. Danny Brinkley and Bishopstorff's Callum Harold, and Bishopstorff just in the lead from Hoddesdon and Cheshunt. And then go Harpenden just ahead of Verulam. Got Thomas Ogden for Bishopstorff, Zach Hosey for Hoddesdon, Angus Harrow, Harpenden, Jamie Surratt for Cheshunt, and then Nicholas Casey for Verulam. Great fly though in lane 2, Bishopstorff is Thomas Ogden. Storming away here, and they're going to have about 3 metres going into the freestyle. And good leg there by Jamie Surratt, catching up Angus with Danny Brinkley. So Cheshunt are right up there with Hoddesdon now. And then go Harpenden and Verulam. Already on his way back is James Gore from Bishopstorff. Dom McCarthy going after him for Hoddesdon. Can Dom catch him? Dom is getting very close, and it's going to be rightly close as they come in through here, but no, he hangs on there. 2:09, 2 minutes 09. What a great swim there. James Gore just hanging on from Dom McCarthy. 2 minutes 19, 1/10 slow, 2:01.12. Third there was Cheshunt. Very, very close indeed. Clear the pool to the far side of me, please. Clear the pool to the far side. So 2 minutes. 155.09, the time to beat. This is heat 2 of the men's 10 years and over 200 metre medley relay, and the lineup of teams: in lane 1, Tring; in lane 2, Berkhamsted B; in lane 3, Hitchin; lane 4, Watford B; lane 5, Hemel Hempstead; lane 6, Hertford; lane 7 is Bushy; and lane 8, Potters Bar B. Leader swimmers: Sam Pyfinch for Tring; Berkhamsted have got Cameron McDonald; Hitchin, Jamie Braxton; Watford, James Pope; lane 5, Hemel Hempstead got Sam Hutchins; Hertford got Oliver Jackson; Bushy, Michael Kerwan; and Potters Bar got Sam Oakley. Some good backstrokers, as you can see in this one. Jamie Braxton for Hitchin is right up there with Hemel Hempstead, Sam, and they both go in at 29 seconds for the backstroke. 30 seconds behind them is Tring, and then behind them is Bushy, also on 30 seconds, and on 30 seconds Hertford, so pretty close. At the turn, it's now just Hemel Hempstead in the lead. Matthias Morse ahead of Hitchins, Daniel English, and also going well is James Anderson from Tring on the far side, and coming through very strongly, Watford's Marcus Kemp. But it's still in the lead, Hemel Hempstead, with now Watford right up there alongside Hitchin. Hitchin just edging Watford at the handover, but it's very close now going down to the end. Oh, as they turn, it's so close. Hemel Hempstead's Jonathan Farrow. Watford have got Ashley Holness right, they've got Matteo Lobiundu for Hitchin. These three a little bit clear of Hertford's Josh Holland, and it's Ashley who's gone to the front for Watford, and in they go with just the freestyle to come. It's Watford in the lead, but in goes Adam Evans for Hitchin and Ashley Coombs, Ethan Sutton for Watford and Josh Trapp for Hertford. Very close as they turn, absolutely in a line. Coming along the final length here, and in lane 6, coming through the most powerful is Josh Trapp for Hertford, but in the lead, Hemel Hempstead's Ashley Coombs, and it's going to be Ashley who takes it. 155.33, 155.81, great final leg there by Josh Trapp. 156.07, third for Watford. Excellent, look at that, 155.33 is now the time to beat. This is the third and final heat of event 610, the men's 10 years and over 200 metre medley relay. Please welcome your teams as they come to the blocks. In lane 1, City of St Albans B. In lane 2, Berkhamsted. In lane 3, Watford. In lane 4, Hatfield A. In lane 5, City of St Albans A. In lane 6, Bishop Stortford A. In lane 7, Hatfield B. And in lane 8, Potters Bar A team. So time to beat 155.33. Hemel Hempstead signed the previous heat, subject to not having been DQ'd. We're doing a disqualification event 610, heat 1, lane 5 and lane 6. Event 610, heat 1, lane 5 and lane 6. And this one underway already. City of St Albans are going to be just ahead of Hatfield B and then Hatfield A. And Watford right up there as well. And this is looking very tight. And coming up to the halfway handover, City of St Albans A team ahead of Hatfield and Watford. In goes City of St Albans, 57.97, 59s for Hatfield and Watford. And behind them we've got Potters Bar, and on the far side from me St Albans B. But in the lead at the moment, Michael Ripper for St Albans, being chased down by James Woodward from Hatfield, and James is going extremely well, but Michael is hanging on to this. Michael's going to have half of the lead, and then they go, last two swimmers. It's City of St Albans, Thomas Cadenhead, Luke Sugden for Hatfield. It's going to be very, very tight. These are both very powerful sprinters, turned absolutely together with 1 length to go in the lead. Luke Sugden in 4 for Hatfield, Thomas Cadenhead for St Albans. Thomas Cadenhead just under Luke Sugden. He's going to run half the metre, and it's going to be St Albans who take it. Ahead of Hatfield A, very tight, 148.81. Cracking last leg, two really highly competent sprinters. 149.2. Really was very, very, very tight indeed. 151.48, subject to confirmation. That's the 1, 2, 3. Well done to those swimmers. So really, really tight. It'll be interesting to see what the actual splits were for those last two freestylers for St Albans and Hatfield. Thomas and Luke, both very, very accomplished freestylers. This is event 611, which is the women's 10 years and over 200 metres freestyle team relay. You're going to be swum in 3 heats. This is heat 1. We've got in lane 2, Bishop Stortford B. In lane 3, Hoddesdon. In lane 4, Berkhamsted. In lane 5, Verulam. And in lane 6, Hertford. Lead off swimmers, Eleanor Mason for Bishop Stortford, Lucy Hinks for Hoddesdon, Isabel Salisbury for Berkhamsted, Fiora Gudgeon for Verulam, and Maddie Smith for Hertford. So all freestyle now, the next 2 events, and very, very exciting men's final heat of medley. It's Bishop Stortford, Eleanor Mason, who's going to hand over in the lead, only just from Berkhamsted, Izzy Salisbury. So Victoria Ayres goes in for Berkhamsted, Opie James for Bishop Stortford, Maggie Wiper for Hoddesdon, Sophie Hadfield for Verulam, and Troy Metz for Hertford. In the lead at the moment though, it's Maggie Wiper going into the lead for Hoddesdon. And Maggie Wiper alongside Victoria Ayres for Berkhamsted, and also Opie James for Bishop Stortford. But it's going to be Hoddesdon who are going to go in halfway in the lead from Berkhamsted and Bishop Stortford, and then Verulam and Hertford. Hoddesdon swimming now Molly Downs. Bishop Stortford have got Hannah Morgan and Evelyn Watson for Berkhamsted, Emma Clark for Verulam, and Fikam Bigwick for Hertford. But coming along very strongly, Hannah Morgan going past Molly Downs, and these two are going to go in absolutely together. 131s for both of them, for Bishop Stortford in 1, and Bishop Stortford B and Hoddesdon A, and then alongside those Berkhamsted, and then Verulam and Hertford. Turning together and coming down the final length. Hoddesdon in 3, Stortford in 2. Hoddesdon just starting to edge into the lead. Amy Williams just out of Amy Wright. And Amy Williams there, good fast finish also from Ellen Northwood. Hoddesdon take it, 2:02.58, 2:03.29 in second place Bishop Stortford, and Berkhamsted, a good fast finish in lane 4, 2:03. So 2:02.58, the time to beat. This is the women's 10 years and over 200 metres freestyle relay. The teams on the blocks in this one. In lane 1, Bushy. In lane 2, Tring B. In lane 3, City of St Albans B. In lane 4, Watford B. In lane 5, Tring A. In lane 6, Hemel Hempstead. In lane 7, Potters Bar B. And in lane 8, Cheshunt. Swimmers, Emily Preston for Bushy, Emma Killen for Tring B, Sophie Taylor for St Albans B, Harriet Clements for Watford B, Rosie Kay for Tring, Hemel Hempstead's Lois Moore, Potters Bar B, Harriet Newman, and Cheshunt is Courtney Burke. It's Lois Moore who's just ahead of Watford and Costa, but in they go first. Hemel Hempstead ahead of Watford and Costa B. Tring behind those. Storming down this length is Kira Doyle for Hemel Hempstead in there. Up against Tring have got Mia Bosma, Maddie Stairs for Watford, Costa B, Grace Steadman, Tring, Kira Wharton and Harriet Newman, Potters Bar B. They're all up there at the moment, but Kira's going to hand over to Shona McKenna. Hemel Hempstead go in at 57.9. Very, very close behind them. Just in second place is now Costa B, ahead of Tring. But up at the turn, it's Tanzun Adkarem who's in the lead. Tanzanine holding on to this. And behind her at the moment is St Albans B now in second. Ingo, Hemel Hempstead, St Albans B, Tring, Watford. And then Bushy going in at the turn already though, coming back on this final length. Alice Fender for Hemel Hempstead, who's going to take this one. Very close behind her, Chloe Woodruff from Tring, Eleanor Craig from Watford and Nicole Jennis from St Albans, but it's Hemel Hempstead, 154.60. Second there, 158.78 was Tring. Look how close that one was. 600ths behind them. Costa B, 158.84 and then 158.95. Very close to the minor places. Clear the pool, please, to the far side. So 154.6, now the time to beat. This is the final heat 3 of the women's 10 years and over 200 metre freestyle team relays. In lane 1 we have Potters Bar. In lane 2, Hatfield B. In lane 3, Bishop Stortford. In lane 4, Watford. In lane 5, Hatfield A. In lane 6, City of St Albans. Lane 7 is Harpenden and lane 8 is Hitchin. Leadoff swimmers, Emily Lush for Potters Bar and Hatfield B is Chloe Burke-Boateng. Neve James for Bishop Stortford, Lucy Park for Watford, Hatfield's A got Sophie Quelch, Ellie Hollis for St Albans, and then Ella Murphy for Harpenden and Ashley Cooper for Hitchin. Promises to be a fast one, this one. We've got some good sprinters in this. Pretty close, but at the moment leading the way, Harpenden's Ella Murphy just ahead of Chloe Burker-Boateng, I think. So in they go, and it's actually second place there, St Albans, behind Harpenden. And then lane 5 was next, Hatfield, very close across the pool, nothing between them. Kelly Sargent for Potters Bar, Sophie Payne, Hatfield B, Millie Fields, Bishop Stortford, Erin O'Mara for Watford, Sarah Kaloska, who's in for Hatfield, Claire Bowl for St Albans, Larissa Dean Harpenden and Matilda Turner for Hitchin. And here we got Hatfield 18. Sarah handing over first, Sarah 56 seconds, hands over to Lauren Stott. Behind him at the moment, Bishop Stortford, but it's very close. Hatfield and Bishop Stortford turn pretty much together, and then we've got Harpenden with Isabella Chapman coming through as well. And on the far side we've got in lane 3 Bishop Stortford's Nellie Eastwood and Hatfield B's near Jordan. But coming up to the handover, Hatfield A going first, 124, 125. Behind them is Harpenden. And then the whole row of teams across the pool. But Hatfield A are away here. This is Jessica Woodward. And Jess Woodward, big kick off the wall, well clear here. Second place at the moment, still Harpenden, Agnes Burns. But coming through strongly over in lane 3 is Sarah Carroll. First to touch, 151.31. Hatfield A, 154.02 second was Harpenden, and 154.65 third, Bishop Stortford. So a tight one for the bronze medal with the previous heat. Have to wait and see how they actually came out on that one. So could be very close with Hemel Hempstead's time in the previous heat. So with only hundreds in it. And we go on to event 612, the men's 10 years and over 200 metre freestyle relay, going to be swum in 3 heats. Line up for heat 1. In lane 2, Bishop Stortford B. In lane 3, Berkhamsted B. In lane 4, Cheshunt. In lane 5, Hemel Hempstead A. And in lane 6, Verulam. Five teams in this first team. Bishop Stortford's lead-off swimmer is James Gisborne. Berkhamsted B's Cameron McDonald. Cheshunt got Callum Williston. Hemel Hempstead got Ashley Coombs. William Benson for Verulam is in lane 6. Ashley against Callum here. Hemel Hempstead in Cheshunt. Hemel in the white hat there and Cheshunt in the orange. Absolutely together 25.5 seconds, under 25.5 for those two. Behind those, it's next to go in was Bishop Stortford and then Berkhamsted and then Verulam. Still nothing to choose between the leading pair. Just got a better kick off the wall there. Hemel Hempstead, Sam Hutchins, Jamie Sirtson for Cheshunt. Now being chased by James Gisborne and Cameron McDonald and Finlay Hopkins. But still pretty much together. Hemel Hempstead, half a metre lead. In third place, it's Bishop Stortford against them, Berkhamsted behind them. But this is still very, very, very close. Hemel Hempstead in 5, Cheshunt in 4. Liam Nugent handing over to Adam Bailey and Jonathan Farrow to Matthias Morse. In they go. Nicholas Boder handing over to James Scott, Harrison Bullock handing over to Owen Strutkosh. And Nicholas Casey handing over to George Kozlov. Hemel Hempstead now with about a metre over Cheshunt. And stretching this out. It's good swim and last length for Hemel Hempstead. They're going to take this in a timer of 1:43.05. Cheshunt second, 1:45.45. Very, very close. Who's going to get third? Looks like it's Burko just coming through. Berkhamsted just out touching Bishop Stortford, few hundreds in it, and Verulam coming in to complete that heat. Clear the pool, please, to the far side from me. So 1:43.05, the time to beat. I have a notice of disqualification, an interesting one here. Event 611, that's the previous event, 611, Heat 3, Lane 1. Event 611, Heat 3, Lane 1, disqualified for a technical infraction. And this is Heat 2 of event 612, the men's 10 years and over, 200 metre freestyle. Please welcome your teams as they line up in lane 1, Harpenden. In lane 2, Tring. In lane 3, Hitchin. In lane 4, Watford, B. In lane 5, Bushy. In lane 6, Berkhamsted. In lane 7, Potters Bar, B. And in lane 8, Hoddesdon. So Harpenden's lead-off swimmer is Angus Harrow. We've got Sam Pyfinch for Tring, Jamie Braxton for Hitchin, Divish Kapoor for Watford, Thomas Jobson for Bushy, James Connells for Berkhamsted, Matthew Hanneman for Potters Bar, and Don McCarthy for Hoddesdon. Now the lead-off swimmers, all very accomplished sprinters. But look at this, in lane 6, Berkhamsted, James Connells going to go in 24 seconds, under 25. 25 there for Hitchins, Jamie Braxton in second, and then Watford are in third. And then fourth is Potters Bar. Very, very close team. Swimmers in here. We've got Benjamin Jupp and James Anderson, Daniel English, Lewis Shaler, Michael Cohen, Harry Thorne, Tom Stanbury and Zach Hosier. And in lane 3 it's Daniel English leading the way ahead of Harry Thorne. Hitchin there ahead of Berkhamsted at halfway. Third at halfway, Potters Bar. And then behind them, Watford B. And then Bushy. But still very close indeed. Extremely close. Now going to the front, it's Hitchin. Oliver Orion in the lead, but also going well. George Thorne for Berkhamsted. But coming up alongside him, Bush is Nicholas Stockwell. Hitchin going, 1:17. Berkhamsted with Bushy right on their tail. And then Potters Bar B going in next at 1:20. Up the front, it's still Hitchin with Owen Gallagher in the lead. Absolutely nothing between Berkhamsted's Daniel Chanels and Bush's Jack Jackson. But coming through really strongly, it's Jack Jackson in lane 5. What a swim! Jack Jackson, 1:43.46. Tremendous power swim over that last leg. Taking Bushy through to take that from lane 6 Berkhamsted, and Hitchin finishing in third. Very close. So 1:43 now. Again, the time to beat, but Hemel Hempstead were 1:43 in the previous heat. So still the 1:43 to beat. So it's very close on the medal positions at the moment with the first two heats. Third and final heat of the men's 10 years and over 200 metre freestyle relay. The lineup for this final heat: lane 1, Potter's Bar; lane 2, City of St Albans B team; lane 3, City of St Albans A; lane 4, Bishop Stortford; lane 5, Hatfield; lane 6, Watford; lane 7, Hatfield B; and lane 8, Hertford. Lead off swimmers: Potter's Bar got Daryl Mason, Costa got Yannick Wilson, Michael Ripper for St Albans, Daniel Charter for Bishop Stortford, Reese Housden for Hatfield, Harrison Lees for Watford, Daniel Murter for Hatfield, and Josh Holland for Hertford. All of these very accomplished freestyling. Coming up to the handover, it's going to be St Albans and Hatfield, and between them Bishop Stortford in third place, and then right behind them Watford and Hatfield B. And then Hertford, Potter's Bar and St Albans B, all very close though. And now coming through, Hatfield with Lucas Dyson Diaz ahead of St Albans, Thomas Cadenhead. In they go, and it's now Hatfield coming under pressure from Costa. Jude Lydiard for Costa. Hatfield have got Luke Sugden, who's just swum, but and they're coming back very closely, these two. And then going after them now, Watford's Ashley Holness Wright going very well ahead of Bishop Stortford's Thomas Ogden. In they go, 1:13, it's City of St Albans just ahead of Hatfield. Behind those two we've got Watford and then Bishop Stortford. Turning first though, it's Hatfield. Hatfield now, Acosta, and Costa coming back. Hatfield and Costa, can Luke Sudlin get his revenge? And coming through is going to be Hatfield taking it 1:37.94. Great swim by James Woodward on that final leg for Hatfield. Tremendous swim, just out dragging Ralph Munzer. 1:38.42, then 1:41. Third there, Bishop Stortford. So they should be the 1, 2, 3 if they're not disqualified overall. Well done those swimmers, if you can leave the pool by the far side. We now come to some non-championship swims. We've got a couple of relays at the end, which are mixed relays. So this is a bit of fun, you don't normally see these. And but we've got women's 10 years and over 200 metres medley team, and it's the men's and women's combined. We've got 2 heats of this. So you've got 2 men and 2 women in each team. You can mix it up how you like, but and there can be anything 10 years and over. Medals for these events will be presented at the end of this gala. So medals will be presented for these mixed relays at the end of this session. So do wait please to get your medals. So a reminder generally to collect medals, and can I just ask a representative from each club please, can you make your way to the medal table at the end of the gala and check to see if there are any medals that haven't been collected from the age groups that you can take on to your swimmers at the next training session and pass them on rather than leaving them with the organisers. This is the penultimate event of the 2019 Championships. Event 613, the men's and women's combined, 10 years and over, 200 metres medley team relay. And the lineup for this first heat is going to be swum in 2 heats. Heat 1 has got in lane 3 Potters Bar, in lane 4 Hertford, and in lane 5 Verulam. Three teams in this first heat, and lead off swimmers are Emily Lush for Potters Bar. Hertford have got Maddie Smith and Verulam Libby Chambers. So 3 of the lady swimmers in the first discipline, the backstroke. You can swim your swimmers any way round you like. You've got 2 men, 2 women. Bit of a conundrum working out the overall best times. Potters Bar, Emily is ahead of Verulam's Libby, and then Maddie for Hertford. In goes Daryl Mason for Potters Bar, and William Benson for Verulam, and Neo Metz for Hertford. So we've got 3 men on the breaststroke. And it's going to be close. Hertford's Neo up with William Benson now. Turning together, but still in the lead, Daryl. And Daryl, very powerful breaststroke, coming along towards the last 5 metres. It's going to be Potters Bar handing over first. And Potters Bar hand over in the lead. Daryl to Georgina Talon at 65. 68 seconds for Hertford. Neo handing over to Josh Holland. So we've got a girl and a fly and a boy for Hertford. 70 seconds for Verulam. And we've got a boy doing the fly there. We've got Nathaniel Hopkins. So Potters Bar, Georgina Talon coming over to hand over to the freestyle to Adam Martin. Hands over 134 to Adam Martin. And then Josh handing over to Georgina Davis. And then Nathaniel handing over to Leora. And Leora Gudgeon and Georgia Davis up against Adam Martin. Into the last 5 metres. Potters Bar are going to set the pace on this one. Potters Bar, 2:02.42. Behind them, Hertford come in at a time not registered on there. We'll find it in a moment. And third touched, 2:12.54 for Verulam. .206 there recorded for Hertford. So time to beat, 2:02.42. And the lineup for Heat 2 of the 200 metres combined men's and women's medley team relay. In lane 1, Harpenden. In lane 2, Berkhamsted. In lane 3, Watford. In lane 4, City of St Albans. In lane 5, Hatfield. In lane 6, Hemel Hempstead. And in lane 7, Bishop Stortford. Line up for the lead swimmers. Harpenden have got Larissa Dean, Berkhamsted Izzy Salisbury, Watford Harriet Clements, Costa got Jude Lydiard, Hatfield Lawrence Stott, Hemel, Lois Moore, and Bishop Stortford Alexander Catton. So we've got a mixture of men and women. Alex Catton, and you can see in the middle of the pool there, Costa's Jude Lydiard coming in, handing over first. Costa going ahead of Bishop Stortford, and then we've got Watford and Hatfield, Hemel Hempstead, and then Harpend and Berkhamsted. Up on the front, Costa now got William Loverman, so they've got the two men in first. And pulling away there, but Bishop Stortford have got Ben Cowser going up in second place, and Watford have got Lewis Shaler, so they've got the two men in as well. Handing over first, in goes Lily Merritt on the fly for Costa, and Watford have got Devish Kapoor. Hatfield have got Sarah Kozlowski in there, and Bishop Stortford and Ellie Eastland. Now coming up as well, Hemel Hempstead's Ashley Coombs, but in the lead, Lily Merritt holding on to this. Lily and Costa going ahead of Hemel, and in they go. And from Costa, it's Ellie Hollis against Fleur Hines for Watford, and then Hatfield have got a big swimmer in, James Woodward. Special freestyle coming up. Can James catch Ellie Hollis? James storming through, and James Woodward is going to take it. Doesn't breathe the entire length on that final length. That's the way to do freestyle. 1:55.56. Tremendous swim by James Woodward. Good way to watch how to do freestyle over that sort of sprint. 1:56.01 second for St Albans. Great swim by them. 1:57.63 third for Watford. I have a notice of disqualification. Event 613, Heat 1, Lane 3. Event 613, Heat 1, Lane 3, disqualified for a technical infraction. So we come to our final event of the 2019 Hertfordshire County Championships. Event 614, the combined men's and women's 10 years and over 200 metre freestyle relay. This is going to be swum in two heats. Please welcome to the blocks your finalists for Heat 1. In Lane 3, Verulam. In Lane 4, Potters Bar. And in Lane 5, Hertford. So just the three teams in this first team. We've got George Kozlov in Verulam's lead-off swimmer, and then Daryl Mason for Potters Bar and Oliver Jackson for Hertford. So again, three men leading off in the freestyle to start with. Don't forget, it's all freestyle now. Some big, powerful swimmers in there. Daryl just ahead of Oliver, and George not far behind. It's going to be Potters Bar, Hertford and Verulam. In fact, it is Hertford, Potters Bar and Verulam absolutely together. Look at that 100th in it. And the next swimmer's going in is Leora Gudgeon for Verulam, Georgina Talon for Potters Bar, Maddie Smith for Hertford. So three women in on the second leg. Potters Bar's Georgina Talon pulling clear of Maddie Smith from Hertford and Leonora Gudgeon. Leora catching Maddie Smith, but Georgina handing over now to Emily Lush. Potters Bar in the lead as they go halfway. 54 seconds, 59 seconds. Hertford handing over to Georgina Davis and William Benson going in for Verulam. So got a male swimmer in 3 and a female in lane 5. But Potters Bar, final handover, 1:23 in the lead, handing over to Adam Martin. And then William handing over to Libby Chambers for Verulam. And then Hertford handing over to Josh Trapp for the final length. Final sprint, and it's going to be 2 lengths. Josh Trapp is right up there, and Libby's holding him off at the moment. Going to be close, but in the lead. Adam Martin for Potters Bar comes through. Let's look at their time. They're going to set the time. 1:50.79, the time to beat. Second to touch there is Hertford at 156.61 and 159.04, third for Verulam. Well done to those swimmers if they can leave the pool. We have another notice of disqualification. The previous heat, well, event 1 3 613, heat 2, lane 2. Event 613, heat 2, lane 2 disqualified for technical infraction. So our very final swim of this 2019 championship. Men's and women's combined, 10 years and over, 200 metre freestyle relay. Heat 2, the lineup is lane 1, Harpenden. Lane 2, Berkhamsted. Lane 3, Watford. Lane 4, Hatfield. Lane 5, City of St Albans. Lane 6, Bishop Stortford. Lane 7, Hemel Hempstead, and Lane 8, Cheshunt. Lead swimmers Alan Murphy for Harpenden, James Chanels for Berkhamsted, Harrison Lees for Watford, Rhys Housden for Hatfield, Michael Ripper for Costa, Daniel Charter for Bishop Stortford, Ashley Coombs for Hemel, and Callum Wollaston for Cheshunt. So you've got one lady amongst all those men. But they all swap round at some point. So lane 2, Berkhamsted, right up there, and actually they were third as it turns out of the handover. It's St Albans ahead of Cheshunt, and then in third place at that handover. But coming down now, the next leg, we've got Agnes Burns and Anna Northwood for Berkhamsted, Marcus Kemp, Jessica Woodward for Hatfield. But coming through lane 5, it's Thomas Cadenhead handing over to Isabel Godfrey. In the lead, City of St Albans. Watford just ahead of Hatfield. Watford got Francesca Petchin, Hatfield Sophie Quatch. City of St Albans still there with Isabella Godfrey. Isabel Godfrey coming under pressure from Bishop Stortford. Sarah Carroll, who's coming through very strongly, and they've got a swimmer to go. Sarah hands over to Millie Fields in the lead. Costa second, Claire Burrell going in behind her. But Hatfield have got another fast swimmer there. James Woodward just swam. We've seen an absolute specialist. Watch and see how many breaths he takes on this final length. In the water, it's Dunwich coming through. Phenomenal swim. Going to be a great swim for second. Looks like it's going to be Bishop Stortford. Hatfield take it. 1:44.61. Great swim. Second to touch is Bishop Stortford hanging on there for second. And third there, 1:47.64 for City of St Albans. That should be the 1, 2, 3 subject to confirmation. We have a notice of disqualification, event 614, heat 1, lane 4, event 614, heat 1, lane 4, disqualified for a technical infraction.